Okay, I'm going to try to just read through this, and so apologize if there's not better emotion behind it. But it's taken me quite a while to get here, so let's see what happens. Just going to set this up so I time myself. Okay. Good afternoon. We're very pleased to be with you all today. Allow me to introduce you to the ServU team. ServU was established at the beginning of this fiscal year with the assignment to design and implement a field enablement program. Our core team members are Brianna Kern, Steve DeLeo, and myself, Brian Schickadans. We operate under the direction of Mike Catanzaro and have appreciated assistance from other members of the HR team. To have business success at CSC ServiceWorks, we want to employ the best field service technicians and ensure that they desire to stay with us for the longest term possible. By the way, you will hear us refer to them as with the acronym FST, just so we don't lose you. Our FSTs are the primary representatives of our company. They have the most face-to-face contact with our clients and have a leading role in customer retention and public reputation. I'm a very proud grandfather of twin 1.5-year-olds, Rosie and James. Now that they're mobile, a little taller, and a lot more curious, my daughter has had to teach them about hazards like the stove. So she's taught them when danger is identified, they're to reach their arms straight out and with open palms declare, danger. So applying that to our conversation today, danger. Our first danger to discuss is FST turnover and the time it drains from your branch organization. We currently have 839 full-time FSTs employed across the company. The current turnover rate of that role is 25%. This means annually we lose about 200 FSTs, 1/4 of our total FST base. When we take a closer look at the turnover data, we find that the majority of FSTs turning over are within their first 18 months of employment with CSC. Therefore, we're getting very little return on the current hiring and training efforts we make. Instead, an immense amount of time is being spent on the following by our branch leaders: recruiting, interviewing, retraining shortcomings of FSTs, addressing FST frustrations that lead them to turnover, addressing customer concerns born from the experience gap, and redistricting and shuffling resources due to the staffing gap. Isn't that frustrating? The time that these activities consume take away from a leader's ability to work proactively. Instead, they are reacting to customers and team members' repeated concerns. Another danger is FST productivity. This productivity is typically measured by the number of work order cases the FST is able to complete on a daily basis. When cases are closed in an efficient manner, we have less machine downtime, greater revenue opportunity, and higher customer confidence. Going back to our 839 FSTs, and by using the total case report, we can see how many cases each FST closed the previous day. What we have found is that on average, 650 FSTs close one or more cases in a day. That leaves a gap of 189. 189 FSTs who closed 0 cases is a big missed opportunity to take care of our customers and maximize that revenue. Of course, there are some legitimate reasons why some of those FSTs are not able to close cases. These include FSTs that are on short-term disability, paid time off, or are in training shadowing another FST en route. Taking an educated guess would put the number of FSTs under those circumstances at about 100. So there's still 89 missed opportunities on any given day, and we need to understand why. So let's consider how many of the 650 let's also consider how many of the 650 FSTs only closed 1 or 2 cases in a day. Isn't that also a danger? Whether it be a low number of work order cases closed or 0 cases closed by a part of our FSTs, we have a significant opportunity for improvement. It is safe to assume that this productivity miss can be associated with a lack of FST engagement. Either it's a can't do or a won't do. They can't do it because they don't know how to accomplish the tasks of the job, or they won't do it because they lack the desire or work ethic that is required. As discussed in the outset, we need to have the best possible FSTs, and those are engaged FSTs. During our visits to different branches this year, and in soliciting service manager feedback, we've come up with 6 traits that display an engaged FST. They are: 1, follows company policies, especially when it comes to timekeeping, fuel use, and vehicle use. 2, they close work orders at a productive clip. 3, they communicate with the client when on site. 4, they communicate well with their manager. Whether representing the client needs or their own personal needs, they talk to their manager. In fact, 70% of team members' In fact, 70% of a team member's job satisfaction is based in their relationship with their manager. Trait 5, an engaged FST keeps a tight inventory of parts. And 6, the FST is a contributor to the team and not a detractor. We need engaged, productive FSTs. Right now, we are leaving a lot of opportunity, or you could say a lot of money, on the table. So our danger signs are FST turnover, which drains time, and FST productivity, which hinders business success. And ServU is here to help address these dangers. We want to help curb the turnover trend and give FSTs a reason to want to stick around. This will be accomplished through a standardized onboarding and training program that has clear mile markers, comprehension standards, and timelines for completion. In short order, we will be deploying 2 training paths that will bring a higher level of engagement to our FSTs. One path is designed for our existing FSTs. It provides a clarity of expectations related to the participation in our principle of being customer focused, basically standardizing our approach to customer service and refining their soft skills. The other path is designed for our newly hired FSTs. It is a right start program that gives them the core safety, customer service, CSC systems, and technical knowledge required to be successful in their job. These new hire FSTs will be expected to operate a service district independently 6 weeks from hire. And by passing through stages of learning, practice, demonstration, and implementation, they will be fully certified in 6 months with the expectation of full engagement. The particulars of these programs can be shared at a later time. What we want to emphasize with this audience is the need for the local leadership of our branches to have trust in the content, invest time where required, and be true to the implementation of ServU. When the ServU program and materials hit the street, a natural reaction may be, I don't have time for all this. That reaction needs to be flushed, and instead, see the positive this investment of time will bring. Speaking particularly of the new hire FSTs, if we shift the time drain discussed earlier to investment of ServU application, you will be doing things right the first time and will see there is more time to do your own job more effectively. With these new hire FSTs, there's a limited window of time to positively impact their CSC experience. There are a series of first milestones that we only get one opportunity to execute on. And when executed with the right effort and intention, it is very likely to extend the FST tenure from its current average. When we make sure that their first day, first week, first month, first quarter, and first 6 months all have the information, attention, communication, and recognition possible, we are going to produce engaged FSTs for CSC. When it comes to the implementation of the program, the ServU team will start with the branches that have the greatest need. This need will be based on factors like FST turnover rate, number of recent FST hires, number of open FST positions, and results of the most recent team member engagement survey. When the branches are announced, we will need them to be ready for the extra time and extra effort to get ServU off the ground. Again, please remember, 70% of a team member's job satisfaction is based in their relationship with their direct manager. ServU is not their direct manager. We will gladly help the leaders and managers through support, information, and explanation of the program components. But the real magic happens between the FST and their direct manager. So again, we ask each branch to receive the upcoming FST programs with trust in its content, invest the time required, and be true to its implementation. We believe that in doing so, you will experience the improvement in FST turnover, that the FSTs will report higher job satisfaction, and the business results of your operation will improve through their accelerated engagement. This is an exciting time. This is an exciting next step for field engagement. Boy, a lot of hiccups there. Let's see. So that was 12 minutes. And I'm sure I can slow down. And of course, I look forward to you guys being able to edit things around. I haven't had the PowerPoint done yet, but I will get the script put together so you guys can help me wordsmith where needed or whatever. All right, that's enough from me.